visitors come in, then they kind of curl up their nose, and then we say to them, what do you think we're doing here, baking cakes? We're trying to transport wastewater sewage for 2.5 million people.
Flush a toilet in Boston and the proceeds are likely to end up here, in this plant on Deer Island in Boston Harbor.
Now you see the screen coming up, and it's basically pulling the debris off of the screens and out of the wastewater. It's personal hygiene items, it's stuff that probably I shouldn't be talking about.
In a very real sense, this plant and others like it are an indispensable part of the toilet in your bathroom. Their mission is to get all the things you put into the water back out again.
Plus you have to keep in mind, there's a lot of pathogens in that water. That's still raw wastewater. It's sewage. It's from your toilet, it's from your washing machine, from your dishwasher, and it's raw and it's ugly.
Untreated waste still contaminates the water supply in 90% of the world's developing countries. As a result, 5 to 10 million people die from water-related diseases every year. Cities cracked down on water quality in the 1920s, filtering and treating their sewage. But the toxic nitrogen and phosphorus in human waste still depletes oxygen levels, disturbing the aquatic balance in rivers and often killing wildlife. In 1980, this is exactly what was happening in Boston Harbor.
Deplorable. On any given day, we were putting raw sewage into the harbor. The minimal treatment plants that we had were obsolete and broken down. The pumps didn't work. Not too long ago, one of the main ways they disposed of sludge was to put them in tanks, and when the tide came in, just flushed it out.
Today, this remarkable state-of-the-art waterworks processes 1.3 billion litres in a single day. It's a complex procedure. Large debris gets screened out first when the water is pushed into a slow drift, allowing solid materials to settle to the bottom. The remaining water then gets filtered, scrubbed, sterilized, and piped 15 kilometers into the Atlantic. Meanwhile, the sludge that settled to the bottom of the water gets pumped into huge vessels called digester eggs. All right, we've got 12 digesters here. And what's going on inside of each of these digesters is that there is a big mixer in there that's basically rotating that goop, if you will, around while the bacteria eats it. Inside these futuristic vessels, the same bacteria that have digested waste for millions of years are used to help turn the sludge into organic fertilizer. Plants like this carry a $4 billion US price tag. A bill that only wealthy nations like Sweden, Japan and the United States can afford. But even with all this state-of-the-art equipment, we still let billions of litres of water go down the drain every year.